Continuing along with the giants in our business, this next inductee is a pure joy with kind of a difficult story, and everybody knows him. It's Rick Grissom. When Rick was selected last spring through our selection committee voting, we were able to contact him, and he was exuberant. He said, I'm coming out to the convention. I won't have to work. I'm not producing shows anymore. I'm not producing events anymore. I'm bringing the entire family out, and we're going to have a big celebration, and I'm just going to enjoy my friends. And then as fate has it, illness set in. So Rick is in Florida at an assisted living quarters, a medical facility being taken care of by some people. All of his buddies called him and said, rally, come out for us, because we need you out there more than you need us. The issues are just too much for him to travel. Talking about early pioneers and the burden that they carried in the early years, Rick Grissom's membership number is a double-digit number. He was number 17, meaning when the idea was hatched, he and others like him were on board and have been since that early time 50 years ago. He has carried, you're going to see in the film, a number of leadership roles, and they are made public, but there are some things that you possibly don't know, that Rick was also one of the early members of this great foundation that has done so many things in the last couple of years and throughout the previous years. When we were smaller in number of memberships and not so prosperous as we are now, money was hard to come by, and our great members were having the problems that come up with people. I know for a fact that no one else may know is that when the money in the foundation wasn't there, the generosity and kindness of Rick Grissom, who has a heart bigger than the state of Florida, without telling anybody, went into his own wallet and supported those families that need it, and he never asked for the money back. I know that for a fact. Generous to a fault. You're going to find out how many shows he has produced. And Jeff Lee, let's go ahead and roll that film now, if you would, please.
From Daytona and Jacksonville to Memphis and St. Louis, this Airshow Hall of Fame inductee set the standard in airshow event production for nearly 50 years. As a sound system contractor, he served hundreds of airshows throughout the U.S. and Canada for decades. As accomplished as he was at producing shows and providing sound, Rick Grissom earned his place in the Airshow Hall of Fame with his contributions to ICAS, the ICAS Foundation, and the airshow community during the last 40 years. Shortly after joining ICAS during its earliest years, Rick was instrumental in its development and growth. He became a member of the ICAS board in the mid-70s, later served as the organization's board chairman from 1980 to 84. After his nearly 10-year stint on the ICAS board, Grissom continued to serve the industry as chairman of the ICAS Foundation in the latter half of the 1990s, leading development of the foundation's Airshow Hall of Fame and conducting a number of early fundraising efforts. Ladies and gentlemen, in recognition of a lifetime achievement in and service to the airshow community, please join me in welcoming Rick Grissom as the newest member of the ICAS Foundation Airshow Hall of Fame.
And accepting the induction for Rick Grissom are his sons all the way from Florida, Clint and Clay Grissom. Gentlemen, it's all yours. Thank you.
Thank you. I want to say, obviously we're sorry our father couldn't be here tonight, but kind of like everyone else said, he was overwhelmed with gratitude, and he was just so humbled by the achievement that he just really sad he couldn't be here. I know all these people are great friends of his, and this wasn't our life. We kind of got put on this ride with my dad, and I don't think it's till I got older and wasn't around it all the time that you realize that getting put in a plane with Bob Hoover and a strike commander going for a ride and holding a pole on a runway while Sean Tucker comes and cuts it, or playing pool with the Eagles wasn't something that everyone did. And you know, hey, get a jet truck, sure, everyone does it, right? And it was just awesome to look back in the childhood we had and we still have been living it. I attended ICAS 25 years ago with my dad, and we were working on an airstream in Orlando, and I had no idea he'd already been in this organization for 25 years at that point. So he's just really thankful for this award, and Clint's going to read a couple words he wrote.
Thank you. These are some comments my dad just wrote down and wanted us to share with you guys. A little over 50 years ago, I ran off and joined the circus, the one and only International Council of Air Shows. Since then, I have met and enjoyed some of the greatest people in the world. Being a founding member of ICAS with a number of 17 has always meant a lot to me. Meeting people at the first convention like Gene Soucy and Troy Dodd and Bob Hoover, and still being friends with Gene 50 years later. He's met and enjoyed some of the most greatest people in the world at ICAS. Thank you for this great honor tonight and 50 years of wonderful friendships and support. Thank you.
Thank you, man. We'll come over here for a photo opportunity right on the X. You get you guys right on the X there. Yeah, there we go. And now, if I could, while we're doing that, I think John Cudahy will indulge me in this. Could we turn up the house lights? This is going to go to Rick. It's going to be streamed live tomorrow morning, and again, the backup film. Would you join us in standing for this giant who couldn't be here, but wanted to so much? Rick, these are all your friends. This is the product of the work you did for 50 years as one of the founding members of this great organization. Rick Grissom, we love you.